Hey guys, welcome to another live stream of Dueling Book. I'm going to start doing the late night ones as late night lamers. Just to differentiate between when I'm doing a live stream and I'm actually more awake and doing a live stream and probably going to go to bed at a certain point. I'm not going to jump straight into duels this time. This time I'm going to just start building some bad decks to play against people. Bad as in like genuinely bad, like probably not good decks. I'm still going to probably do the meme where I send my opponent a link where they can then see the live stream and see if I can beat an opponent, probably not with these bad decks, while they can see everything that's in my hand and everything that I'm setting on the field. Here's a deck that I made earlier today. It's kind of like a Felgran deck, but it's really weird. The focus of it is on equip spells, and the actual play that you want to make isn't Felgran. Felgran is actually just in the deck for support. The play that you're looking for is Arm Protector Dragon, because he protects face-up equip cards. Then you give him Moon Mirror Shield, which is pretty nice, because no matter what your opponent's attack is or defense, you automatically just swing over it with Moon Mirror Shield. So Arm Protector Dragon will always be as strong as it needs to be. Then you can equip Mist Body to Arm Protector Dragon to where he can't be destroyed by battle. So he's always as strong as he needs to be. He can't be destroyed by battle. And then with Shooting Star Bow equipped to him, he'll lose 1,000 attack, which doesn't really matter because with this Dream play, he's already 1,500 attack higher. And then that doesn't matter anyways when he's fighting a monster as the attack that he needs to overcome the monster. But he'll lose 1,000 attack, but it'll allow him to attack directly. So in this Dream play, he's already 1,500 points higher. So he goes up to 35. And then you drop him by 1,000. So he's at 25. So he's still 500 attack points higher. Field. And then you can attack your opponent directly for 2,500 damage. And that's really the Dream play. There's one other play that's put into this deck that's really weird, to be honest, and that is Malefic Cyber Dragon. Malefic Cyber Dragon is in this deck solely for you to have Dragon Ravine already on the field. You play Malefic Cyber Dragon by banishing a Cyber Dragon from your extra deck. Then once you banish Cyber Dragon from your extra deck and you special summon this guy to the field, you equip him with the Axe of Fools. Axe of Fools will make it where even if your opponent destroys your Dragon Ravine, Cyberen's effect that causes him to be destroyed when there are no field play spell cards on the field won't be applied. And he increases from his base attack of 4,000 to plus 1,000 due to Axe of Fools. So now he's at 5,000. A Dream play with him would be to not only equip him with Axe of Fools, but also to equip him with Shooting Star Bow. With Shooting Star Bow equipped, it's a direct attack for half your opponent's life, and this is actually a potential first turn play. You just need Malefic Cyber Dragon already be in your hand. Then you can have Dragon Ravine in your hand or Terraforming, because you'll just use Terraforming to search for your Dragon Ravine. Then you need to have Axe of Fools in your hand to having Shooting Star Bow. So you can have these 4 cards in your first turn hand. And if you're going second, which would really be the Dream play, because the idea is that you take advantage of him being able to attack. then that means there are two more open slots for other cards you could possibly have in your hand to make this move even better. So yeah, it's definitely possible. That being said, with only one copy of Axe of Fools and only one copy of Malefic Cyber and Dragon and only one copy of Dragon Ravine and only one copy of Shooting Star Bow, the odds of you getting that combo are actually rather low. Now, if I ran two copies of Dragon Ravine and a copy of Malefic World, three Axe of Fools, bows, and three Malefic Cyber and Dragons, then the odds would be even higher. Boost that up even more by also running three Terraforming, and that being a first turn play, like the possibility of it being a first turn play, dramatically increases. But even with that dramatic increase, it doesn't guarantee anything. That being said, I may be about to build a direct attack based ritual deck, built around getting a ritual monster out, which you can do rather quickly. And then, unlike the Malefics, they don't have as many limitations. So you get Chaos Max out onto the field. Then you set up Chaos Max with the appropriate equip cards. So you would want to give Chaos Max Shooting Star Bow, and then Mage Power, probably. Because Mage Power, Chaos Max an additional 500 due to Shooting Star Bow. I don't think Mage Power counts itself, but I can look that up real quick. Yeah, does Mage Power count itself? The equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap card you control. Well, based on that logic, Mage Power does count itself because it doesn't say except this card. So you have Mage Power equipped to him, so it's plus 500, but you also have Shooting Star Bow, so it's plus a stack. So you added a stack by equipping Mage Power. And then, because you added a stack with Mage Power, Shooting Star Bow will subtract a stack, but Chaos Max will still be at 4,000 attack and just attack your opponent directly for 4,000, which is amazing. Also, Chaos Max has a weakness. While he can't be destroyed by card effects, period, which is pretty nice, he can be destroyed by battle. So if someone has Moon Mirror Shield, they can just hit over Chaos Max. But if I equip Chaos Max also with Mist Body, bam, with Mist Body, Chaos Max now just cannot be destroyed by effects or by battle. Of course, there's nothing that protects any of my equipped cards, so someone will probably just blow them up. That's the realistic option there. But with Mage Power, Shooting Star Bow, and Mist Body, it'll increase my attack points of Chaos Max from 4,000 to 55 down to 45. 45 direct damage first turn is pretty good, especially when playing late night and you're not facing against a lot of other people who have defenses against it. That being said, I feel like a lot of people do have defenses. I discovered a new card today. New as in like new to me. Night Beam. Target one set spell or trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted card in response to this card's activation. Aw, snap. Okay, so Night Beam, slightly better than Magic Jammer and slightly worse. Magic Jammer, I have to wait for my opponent to activate their spell card. So I have to wait for it to actually become in play. And then I have to discard a card to negate and destroy. Night Beam and destroys without activation. And by that, I mean the card itself prevents the set spell or trap that's on the field from activating, period, and destroys it, which is pretty great. It essentially is a MST that's not quick play. It's slower, meaning I can only play it on my own turn. But it's an MST that's not quick play, but it actually negates, but it only hits set cards. So it has interesting balances to it to keep it from being too good. I really thought Magic Jammer was the only real option for negate and destroy. So seeing that Night Beam is a thing actually is pretty exciting. I do like Night Beam. One deck that I've been thinking about messing with would be a deck that incorporated DNA surgery, which changes the type of all face-up monsters on the field, and then playing psychic support in a dragon deck, which is really gross. It would actually be a legitimately like bad deck because you're hoping to activate a trap card that will then change your entire game. And you'll draw a bunch of dead cards because the cards that you got there specifically for psychic type monsters, they won't work on any of your dragon type monsters as long as they're still dragon type. So you're hoping to get DNA surgery out. Then you're hoping that DNA surgery stays out so that you can take advantage of all the psychic type cards. But you may be wondering, why would you do that in the first place? Like, what would be the advantage? Psychic type monsters get Psychic Blade. Oh, man. Okay, now Psychic Blade actually works on any type of monster. So it doesn't have to be a psychic type monster for it to be used. But Psychic Sword, which has a similar effect, can only be used on psychic type monsters. Psychic Blade lets you pay 2,000. I would always go as hard as possible with Psychic Blade. So it lets you pay 2,000, and then your monster gains 2,000 attack and defense. So I lose a fourth of my life points, but my monster gets significantly more powerful. Then Psychic Sword, which can only be equipped to a psychic type monster, allows for the difference in your life points from between you and your opponent to be added to your card's attack. I'm not sure if it adds to defense. I don't remember. Right now, I'm waiting for the super lag for Psychic Sword to come up. So it only adds to your attack, but it takes the difference up to 2,000. So if you play Psychic Blade in that turn, you know that you've dropped at least 2,000. And then if you're already winning, then it's not even a problem that you can't activate Psychic Sword because it seems like you're already getting there. But with the right play, which this is like an incredible play, you play 1 Psychic Blade and 3 Psychic Sword so that you go up from 2,000 to 4,000 to 6,000 to 8,000. And you just played 4 equip cards to a monster and gave it 8,000. Just straight up right there. And that only gives you room for 1 monster, right? For you to equip it to. So you need a monster that's playable and then all these cards to a psychic type monster, and you could swing for a lot, but you're probably not going to get that hand. It's just very unlikely. If you run it in a deck that has powerful monsters already and you use DNA surgery to change them into psychic type monsters, so it's a later game play that you're doing, then you use my boy Shooting Star Bow to where you knock your attack down by 1,000, but because you added so much attack to a monster that was already big, it doesn't matter. You still burr for enough for game. And then, like, that's a walk in the park. So what you'd really want is DNA surgery, change your Arm Protector Dragon type to Psychic type. Now that you have Psychic Arm Protector Dragon, you can equip Psychic Sword and Psychic Blade to him. So Psychic Blade would boost him up to 4,000. Well, yeah. Psychic Blade would push him up to 4,000. Then Psychic Sword would push him up. Add an additional Psychic Sword. Oh, dang, I forgot. Arm Protector Dragon will still reserve his effect where it adds 500 attack to him per equip card. So when you equip a Psychic Blade to him, he will jump from 2,000 to 25 additional, so 45. Then you attach a Psychic Sword, so it jumps from 45 to 65 plus 5, so 7,000. Then you just attach one more Psychic Sword to him, and he jumps from 7,000 to 95. Wow. So he jumps all the way up to 95 in your spell and trap card zone because you have DNA surgery up in order to make Arm Protector Dragon into Psychic Arm Protector Dragon. You've filled it up with 4, so you still have room for one more equip card for you to also play on the field. So your Psychic Arm Protector Dragon then could have Shooting Starbow, which would knock him down from 95 to 85, but is still enough for game, so you can attack directly for game. Now, that's not a first turn play at all, because like I said, you have to set DNA surgery. It has to activate and survive up to this point. You have to get all of these cards, and I suppose within that first turn that you use to get DNA surgery onto the field, or however many turns it took you to get DNA surgery on the field, you want to already have Arm Protector Dragon. So, again, likelihood is incredibly low of you ever getting something like that off. But with a 6-card hand, could you do it? Probably not even then. So it really does depend. What deck am I going to build now on the live stream? It's just a lame deck. Since I've been showing you guys this deck for so long, I might as well just play this deck first and then build more stupid decks. I love thinking about and talking about decks, but let's get past this phase and just jump right in. So yeah, it's good to see a lot of people online. I'm going to grab the link of the live stream and then post said link. There we go. To everything. And let's see what happens. It's always exciting to play these duels where my opponent can see everything that I'm doing. My opponents also have fun seeing me play with decks that aren't in the meta. A lot of people are building their decks around how can I get over the meta, how can I compete with the meta, and they want to have fun without having to worry about the meta. So when they face me, they get to have an interesting duel that's outside of what they normally see, while also being on the live stream and also not having to worry as much about things that are in the meta. I'm always like to play link format. I actually really respect how link format can be limiting, but seeing people play around these limits is actually rather fun. I now pretty much exclusively play link format when I am playing online. I would play link format in person with my friends. If my friends actually cared for link format, it seems like a majority of them dislike how limiting link format is, which is understandable. When you're playing with people who XYZ and Synchro and Fusion Summon, and a lot of what they do is about filling up the board with special summon monsters from the extra deck, that you can see how link summoning essentially kicks the legs from up under them, and they would really have to change their decks, and it would be more costly for them to spend money to have to change their decks and do that. So I understand where they're coming from on that. It went from a huge advanced unrated pool of people to play with to a very small number and like no hits and host a duel. I'm shocked. Um, but yeah, whoever the lucky hopeful is, I hope they're able to give us an exciting and interesting duel for the cards that are set up in this deck. I am still thinking about DNA surgery though, and different DNA surgery decks. One thing that makes it interesting is that I faced off against a guy with a deck that had DNA surgery in it. Oh, there we go. This guy seems powerful. And then let's see if they actually hit up the live stream. I doubt they're currently watching the live stream, because if they were, they would have known to pick a different card than the one that they chose. So I'm going to choose to go second. Okay, so if he doesn't choose to watch it, that's fine. He's going to Brilliant Fusion. Most people who play Brilliant Fusion are just going in for Sephret, so I think with his full extra deck that I'm seeing right there, and the Brilliant Fusion, he's probably playing closer into the meta. If he's playing closer into the meta, it means that he's trying to get an additional normal summon. He's trying to get an additional normal summon so that my boy can link summon. Oh, is it Sephret? Did I guess? Dang, it's Sephronite. It's actually Sephronite. But that's what I thought. He's doing that so he can get the additional normal summon / set, which is good for getting your link monsters out. Blah, 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 blah. He says he's using Effective Fairy. Oh, here we go. Effective the Fairy he just played. Normal summon, special summon, add one Stargirl monster from your deck to your hand. This card is in your graveyard. You can send one monster from your hand or field. Ooh, crap. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter because he's not in the graveyard. Just read the relevant thing. He added a Stargirl monster from his deck to his hand. Cool. And that was his normal summon, but he gets a second normal summon due to playing the fusion. So now that he has a second normal summon and 4 cards in his hand, I doubt that he doesn't have gas. Okay. So why does Sephronite blow up? Maybe it was the effect of the other monster that he had summoned, the Stargirl guy. It would show significance to why he played him. So he normal summoned the level 5 Stargirl. So I'll read his effect real quick. You contribute this card to send. During either player's turn, if a monster is special summon from the extra deck, you contribute this card. Send that monster to the graveyard. You can only use the effect of Stargirl relic once per turn. So he tributed him to send him to the graveyard? So yeah, it's always weird to have to ask questions. Did you tribute Grail to send him to the grave? Because if he tributed Grail to send him to the grave, then that would destroy 2 of your monsters. So then how would you link? Because Homeboy's a link too. And he quit. It's always weird. when you like call someone out because it seems like they're not following the rules, and then they just kind of give up. But yeah, that play didn't actually make any sense. Yeah, he just couldn't have done that, yeah, at all. Because if he tributes Stargrail, let me make sure that I'm not messing up too hard on this. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. This face-up card that was normal summoners had leaves the field. You can special summon 2 Stargrail monsters from your deck, except Star Relic Stargrail. Okay. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish the card from your graveyard, add 1 Star Relic card from your deck to your hand. Wait a minute. Jump back over to Fairy. You can add 1 Stargrail monster from your deck to your hand, is what Fairy allows you to do. This dude is level 5. So Fairy wouldn't have allowed for Star Relic Stargrail to be summoned, even though he had an extra normal summoner set. That wouldn't allow him to play Stargrail in the first place. So if he can't play Stargrail, then he can't use Stargrail's effect. And if he can't use Stargrail's effect, then he can't blow up Sephronite or do any of the other random bullshit that he was trying to do. So yeah, good game. I'm glad he quit. It somewhat upset me when I realized that his play was impossible. Because it's upsetting to see people who don't know how their cards work and they don't read them. So there we go. We waited for a while to go against someone who didn't take advantage of the live stream and then quit. Fantastic. Ooh. Hopefully this next duel will be better. So, jumping back in again. I don't see where my name is in here. There it is. Okay, the shape works. Looks like he has a hella good record. If I understand how the numbering works. 200 to 6, 206 to 9. Godly. Okay. I'll give him the link. I'll give him the good luck, have fun. Let's see if he takes advantage of the link. So he didn't hit that up. He said, oh, cool. Okay. Type in the chat if you're watching the live stream. That way I'll know. I guess I should probably type that in the chat. But then it somewhat takes away from the discovery of him just looking at it. Oh. So he posted a YouTube link, but I'm not sure if he actually knows what's happening. Probably doesn't. Ooh. Ooh. All I'm fine with it. He says he doesn't like to cheat. I'm fine with it. It's part of the fun. Also, I can just chat with you over my mic through the stream. Okay. Real quick, all-star ground monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, if face a target monster you control this room by battle leaves the field because of opponent's card effect, you can target one star ground monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Okay. You're good. I allow the effect. He did it. Yeah, I didn't have to type all that. Painful decision, send one level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck to your graveyard. So it's kind of like a foolish burial. And if you do add one card with the same name as that card from your deck to your hand. I like how it can just grab things. So that's pretty fresh. You played this guy. Must be first special summon from your hand while you control no monsters. Most cards special summon from the hand. You can special summon 2 Vague, Shadow Beast, Wing Beast tokens. Okay, that's how he has all those tokens on the field. Waiting for it, so catch up. So I can hear you. Okay. Can you hear me now? Not sure. Long pause. Okay, so right now, it seems everything is good. Gonna double check my volume. Yeah, it looks like my voice is still fluctuating with what's happening. Okay, so he knocked one token for Link Spider. Link Spider has this guy normal summon onto him using Link Spider effects so that he can get the additional normal summon. So far, so good. Nothing wrong with that. I'm surprised he went into Link Spider, considering he has 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters on the field. If he had Volcanic in his Link deck, he could have just straight went into Volcanic. Oh, wait. Is Volcanic monsters or effect monsters? If it's effect monsters, I see why he wouldn't have gone into Volcanic. If it's monsters, Volcanic is the only one true way. Ooh. So he said he just hit the spot where you said you can hear me now. Okay. Dang. I wonder how far back the lag is. Tell me when I said chocolate sauce into the chat. That'll help me out. So he then went into a Link 2 using the one monster he had there and the other one that was next to it. They had to be different attributes. So I'll check to see if he used fairy in this guy, then yeah, because one is fire and one is light. Okay, while this card is in link state, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Dying. The only thing that would make that better if it was also just unaffected by card effects in general. That'd be pretty great. If a monster at this card's link point would be destroyed by a card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Okay, so is that when you heard chocolate sauce? When you just posted now? I guess lag. Chocolate now. Okay, cool. Dang. Yeah, lag is seriously strong. Does he also, do you also see everything with lag? That would be pretty impressive. Not even gonna lie. 2 on. Another one? Don't even. I don't even. Is this card sent from the field to the graveyard? You can special summon 1 Starbrew monster from your hand. So he linked with her to send her to the graveyard. Even though the one he special summoned is a normal monster, but then he played this card. Aegis targets 2 with different names in your graveyard, add them to your hand. The link monster in a link state. The card would be controlled. You banish it instead to protect it. So banishing Aegis is similar to banishing Return of the Dragon Lords for the protection of link monsters. I dig it. So with Aegis in the graveyard, he has some extra protection, which is cool. He just knocked him into the grave to get a link 1. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Starbrew monster in addition to your normal summon / set, which means he gains an additional normal summon this turn. Very curious to see where everything goes. Brain fizzed out for a second. Couldn't remember if he already had the fire guy on the field or not. So far, he's been doing all the rules right, so I doubt he messed up for the fire guy. Fire guy probably is supposed to be there. Let's see. So right now, he could definitely go into a link 4. Hold on. He blew up one thing. Which allows him to play M-Duck. I'm actually slight confused. He shouldn't be able to. Yeah, there you go. He just said can't. Yeah. Facts. Because of the fact that he couldn't link marker over to that far without another guy. So with the token that he has right there, I guess you pop him in the token for another one of those. Yeah, so that he can keep trailing. Oh, proxy? My boy. So can he still use M-Duck effect even after M-Duck was destroyed? It doesn't say he has to be on the field to resolve the effect, so I guess he only gains that effect once per turn. I get. Yeah, it's one of those where like, I don't know. It just looked weird because the monster that gave him the effect to normal summon again died. But maybe for newer cards, it's harder for me to tell what the rulings are like. It's interesting because if M-Duck is like that, where you can blow up M-Duck, but then you still get that additional normal summon, be pretty rad. I'm actually really surprised by how this board state change happened. It's very, very unexpected. What happens if I Raigeki? I actually don't know. He has no cards in his hand? Can he stop a Raigeki right now? Oh my gosh, for him, I just said Proxy Dragon. That's crazy. If a card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy 1 monster at this link point instead. If a card you would control. Oh my gosh. So if I played Raigeki, Proxy Dragon would actually just destroy 1 monster and then nothing happens. That's actually really beautiful. Then you jump over to Maiden, and Maiden protects her boys at her link points. While this card is in a link state, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So Raigeki just straight up can't destroy her as long as these guys are here. But Raigeki would kill everything. So Proxy Dragon would pop one guy, possibly the normal dude, and then it would be fine. So I can't actually stop anything with Raigeki. I'll set Storming. As far as I can tell, you don't have an immediate solution to Storming. So that's pretty good. Doesn't look like your deck actually runs trap cards. So I'll set Wiretap. Because of the lag, he probably hasn't heard me just say what the strat would be, like how he would prevent Raigeki from just blowing everything up. So I may just want to do that. So you either set Kidmodo or I run Kidmodo into somebody. I'll normal summon Kidmodo. And I'll run into Link Spider, which will kill Kidmodo. And do it like that. Misplay, hella hard. Misplay. Meant to set. Because I have to set him. I can't swing with Kidmodo and then Kidmodo go to the grave in order to special summon Felgrand from hand. That's just actually not how it works. And then I guess I can play the Raigeki and watch him have to work around it. Or I can just not let Felgrand pop up and just do his thing. Yeah, at this point it's like, whatever. I'll just see what happens. I can target one monster my monster controls are in their graveyard and banish it with the Felgrand and special summon from the graveyard specifically. So, not very good. I think the key is kill Proxy Dragon. Dragon is dead. His actual defenses are kind of kaput because the link state, I think, will go away when Raigeki goes off. So he's able to summon another M-Duck. This allows him to get another normal summon in. He also, oh damn, he has 3 normal summons right now. So I think he's about to go into Link 1. I have Trap Negation on the board and Storming. So he should probably try to destroy things I have. So he's taken over both sides of the field. My deck has hella extra deck, but I don't actually use any of it for real. So I ain't even mad at you. For real. So maybe his ploy is, if I capture both link zones, and then once I do, I can just start extra decking like crazy. Fair, I guess. It's another one of those things where it's like you're going for that lockdown strat. What would have happened if last turn I had something stronger than 1400? You blow up something in your link chain. And then what? It wouldn't have been that bad. Let's say you kill, you try to kill Proxy Dragon. Instead of Proxy Dragon dying, he blows up whatever was to the side of him or something like that. Ooh, I can't even assume. I was about to say Link 3, right? But he had a Link. He had a Link 2, a Link 2, and a Link 1. So if Link 5 was real, he could have Link 5'd. Pretty incredible. This card is link summoned. Draw cards equal to the number of Starground monsters at this card's link point. So none. You can only use the effect of Ningaritsu once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one card from each player's field to the graveyard. This card is sent from your field to the graveyard. You special summon stuff. So he sends Mirror Force from the field to the grave. Cool. That'll prevent me from Mirror Force and all this stuff. Right now, he no longer has anything that protects him from Raigeki. I just realized. He got rid of his Raigeki protection. He has no cards in his hand, which means that he can swing 3 times. Sure. He swings for 1,000 because he knows it's enough to destroy it. So it goes to the grave. Link Spider doesn't get any bonuses, but the field play makes it where he does. So he's actually 2,800. So nice. So Homeboy can swing for 28 and then 1,000, so 38. But I'm going to wait for him to swing. Because sometimes people just won't swing. They'll have force on the board and just not attack you. But it didn't happen. Oh, crap. I understand what's going on. Kid Moto effect. Yeah. Sorry about that. I kind of got into my rambling. So, yeah. I special summon Felgran. You can suicide against Felgran with him. They're equal. So, yeah, they both die. That's what he just said in the chat. So they both go to the grave. Nobody takes any damage. And then he can hit me for 1,000 straight if he swings with Link Spider. So I'm waiting to see if he'll swing with Link Spider. Also, it's crazy how I can have 3 Watchers in the thing. Okay. So he got special summon, so now he can add 1 Stargirl monster from his deck to his hand, which is nice, but unless he has something that'll just let him add more monsters during the battle phase, it won't be as helpful. I'm not as impressed as I could be with that move. Like, I'm not mad at you, though. You can't just play things during your battle phase. Not during battle phase. Because you can only do that during your main phase. You can't just Link Summon again. Thank you. Which means he never swung with Link Spider. Yeah, no problem, dude. So, he didn't swing with Link Spider. He doesn't have protection on the field. So going to proxy, yeah. He got 2 guys on the field now. Hit both of those guys out. Go into proxy. Proxy will add protection from Raigeki. Then you can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard. Add this card. Add the card to your hand. He has no cards in his hand, though. So if he links, he can then blow up like a Link Spider or something. Ew, it's gross. It just doesn't seem like a good play. But he has 2 monsters, so he can definitely go into Link 2. Minimum. He can get Nigrisu on the field right now. And then just blow up Wiretap. Yay, I guess, for a blown up Wiretap. I can't even really be excited. There's not. He can't even blow a Wiretap if he gets Nigrisu. Dang. That was the whole turn. Okay. Oh, wait. I hit it too many times. I hit it too many times. Hold on. Chill. I meant to just hit start turn. Damn it. Hold on. Yeah, because I have a play. I wasn't just gonna not play. Ooh, hold on. I didn't mean to hit in turn. Did he not mean to hit in turn? Then he wouldn't be able to play the card that he drew when it came back around. Okay, he just read it. So now he just has to go back a few steps, but that's always really confusing to watch. Can you go back a few steps to when you had that one card? Can you go back a few steps? To the end of your previous turn? To the end of your to the end of your previous turn. That's what has to happen. So you go back to when you had Link Spider on the field, and you had a few other guys. Amazing shit's happening. He went back to having Swing of Memories, and then I guess he just put Swing of Memories back in the deck. Cool. So we got to go in reverse. Okay. Now I return this to the top of the deck and shuffle it. Okay. Now everything is back to how it was. Great. Okay. You can send one monster from your hand to field to the graveyard. Add this card to the hand. That would be nice, except Rageki's just going to blow everything up because he now has one solution that I would have forgotten about, but he heard all the clapping. That was pretty great. Clap. Meme. Okay. Different names. If a link monster in a link state you control will be destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. In a linked state. So when a link monster is linked to another link monster, because if that's how we define link state, then banishing that one card actually won't work to stop Raigeki. Also, I should have read the field spell. I should have went back to that. So I need to ask, does link state mean when linked with another link monster? Or just... Okay, cool. So we covered all the bases. He has no hand. I just cleared the whole field. He's going in for field effect. MST, his field. Once it goes to the graveyard, he can actually special summon something from the graveyard with it. Target one Stargrail monster in his graveyard, special summon in defense position. Ooh, so that's going to be a meme. Oh, so there's actually hella options for him. He can even get Nigrisu out just because, which is actually beautiful. So what's about to happen is, no, that's mutual link. Link state is the extra monster zone. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. So, are you going to use the field effect engrave? Isaac, I'm currently doing a live stream of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Who are you live streaming to?
Currently, I have one person watching straight on Dueling Book, and I have one person watching on YouTube.
Hello, person.
Yeah, he heard the clapping. He commented about it. It was pretty great.
Fuck that shit.
But yeah, well, good to see you.
See you, man.
So right now, I'm asking if you're going to use the field effect engrave. What? Oh, that. Damn. I misread it. You're right. I hadn't realized it didn't have a grave effect. Slightly amazed. So I activate Return of the Dragon Lords. He has nothing I'm aware of. Both people are you. So you're Dark Lady. And you're the Shadow Paperworks. There's someone watching the duel on Dueling Book. How are you both people? So you have another account where you're watching the fight through? Gosh, brain was not ready for something of this magnitude. Because he has Stargrails, first I gotta figure this out. Are you Dark Lady? Because that's the meme I'm trying to figure out. I said you are instead of are you. What? Wow. I'm actually legitimately surprised. I didn't even know people did that. So he's watching his own match. Turn up. So I kind of hate this guy. The Fairy Reese guy, not you, but the card Stargirl Fairy Reese. So I banish Reese. Get that shit out of here. I have the power to do it. So I don't know why they let me do this. But I can jump in your graveyard and just hit it.
Oh, that's it. I just realized that I want to get back before I forget about it.
Then I add 2 counters to my boy, which will increase him from 28 to 3,000. So Filgran is now at 3,000 attack. He takes 3,000 direct. In phase, in turn. I have a meeting with a group of classmates tomorrow morning at like 10 a.m. So after this duel, I might deck build for a little bit. Deck build, I'll probably hit the hay. I've had a lot of fun though. The Shape Works, aka Dark Lady. So feel free to friend me. And I'd be down for dueling again in the future. That being said, I'm not about to duck out or anything. Like I'm still here to continue dueling. Man, the focus of this deck isn't even Felgren. I think that's the real meme. I actually constructed this deck to be like a really memey bad deck, but I've only drawn non-meme cards, I think, this whole time, which is strange. It's not normally how this works. Boom. It's not unusual. Okay, so I have Kid Moto in hand. Gross. And graveyard, I have absolutely nothing that I can actually use. So this is great because right now all this means is that I just have a swinging contest where I just keep swinging with Felgrand, and that's all I do until I start getting more cards. Same here, dude. Dude, if I face your real deck, I would also want to play my real deck because this deck exists only to be a meme that I'm like currently playing. Because I do like to play bad decks just straight out. Ooh, hold up. When you destroy that guy who has effects in the graveyard, let's go. Trying to, I don't know why it's not highlighting my boy. Here we go. Now it's highlighting it. During either player's turn, when a card effect is activated, your target marks only, so you control. You can send this card from your hand to field to the graveyard and negate the activation if you destroy this card. Banish this card from your graveyard, then target one normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Ooh. So he can special summon one normal monster from his graveyard using this effect. Scroll down. I actually wonder how your real deck would do against my real deck, because I just don't know anything about it. Negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Nice. Normal summon, graveyard, special summon it from the field. Oh, special summon to your field at the link point of a link monster in defense position. You only use the effect of Starguard Protector. I imagine it says at the very end once per turn. Cool. Sorry for the holdup about like reading the whole card. I have a bad habit of doing that in turn. So he can play a normal monster on his next turn, link in a Link Spider, use Starguard Protector Dragon's effect, banish him from the graveyard. Once he banishes him from the graveyard, he then can have something actually attached to Link Spider. Then he doesn't actually have a lot of other plays. He can go into a Link 2, maybe. Are there any Link 2s that take a normal monster and a fucking Link Spider? Has to be. Or else how would people ever do it? So he does the meme that allows him to special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster. So that's one. So he used Painful Decision to get out Stargirl Burying Priestess or whatever. Then he's probably going to link Priestess for Link Spider. Then banish his Protector Dragon, have a monster attached to Link Spider, then link for 2, or just keep his one guy in a monster. Gross. And he can only get a normal monster. How the fuck is this? So he links for 1, real deck versus real deck. Dude, yeah, real deck versus real deck's going to be friggin' great. Probably not tonight for real deck versus real deck, but in the future, most definitely. That's why I definitely want you to friend me. Don't admit defeat. Oh, I wasn't ready for it to just end. Oh no! Dang, I also didn't expect it just to not be a third Link Spider. Link Spider is pretty garbage though, so I'm not surprised you don't have 3. Dude, good game. Feel free to friend me. In the future, we should definitely have a real deck versus real deck match. The lag is so bad that typing is also lagged. Yeah, good game. Feel free to friend me. In the future, we should definitely have a real deck versus real deck match. As I said earlier, I have that meeting that I have to go to. Cool. Well, have a great night. Bump, bump. Hit him up with that smiley face. Or her. It is Dark Lady. Why haven't I put 2 and 2 together? It was Dark Lady. Yeah. Well, great to meet you. I guess I'll also friend Dark Lady since it's the same person. Wait, what was your channel? I shouldn't have hit quit that fast. The lag is actually super hard. I might just still get the link to your channel. Dang it. Nah, the lag wasn't that good. So here's what I'll do. I'll go to the Shapeworks. Once she friends me, she can send me the link to her channel. And we could even possibly collaborate. I've never done one of these duels where you can both see each other's hands. Real deck versus real deck. No holds barred. Look at each other's hands. Let's go. The lag is actually so bad. Thank you. Okay, so bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Oh, way ahead of me on at least one of those requests. Dang, which one is it that I got the request from? Dark Lady or the other one? Also, lag. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. It says message, follow, delete friend. Hold on, delete friend. I was already friends with this person, but on a different account from the one I dueled. That is what magic is. That actually was really surprising. And then I'll ask for that hard whistle. I will now send them a message. And then once I send them a message, I can just kind of advertise their channel so that we can do the whole check out my channel meme. I'm sorry that I exited out so quickly of the duel. I didn't know you were about to do that channel promotion. Very, very hard lag. So the Shapeworks and Dark Lady are the same person, but they have different locations set and are of different genders. Conspiracy? Do 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 do. Oh, what is your channel name? I missed it. Then once we know their channel name, oh, the Shapework. There you go. Ooh. I'll give you a shout out on the live stream. Have a great night. Okay, cool. Yeah, so shout out to the Shapeworks. Make sure to check out their channel. I have no idea what could be on there. Maybe thousands. Not Dark Lady, you got trolled. There we go. I thought so. It seems suspicious. Dark Lady actually was already in my friend list, which made it really weird. Wow, lag. Damn, I wish I just like had a straight up recording of that clap so I could clap for the lag every time. Yeah, it did seem suspicious because Dark Lady was already in my friends list, which made it really weird when you were like, I am Dark Lady. That actually explains why Dark Lady was watching the duel. Because she was in the friends list rather than just random people watching the duel. Yep, night. Oop. Good night. Doo doo. Oop. So yeah. Thank you guys again for watching. This has been another Dueling Book live stream. Oop. Have a fantastic night, and I will catch you all later. Peace.